Hey, what's going on, guys? Chris here, and I want to talk tonight a little bit about how one workout per week and one set is just beating all the rest, okay? There's a couple things I haven't talked about and a couple I'm going to go over that I've touched briefly on. And something that kind of spurred this thought was I was listening to the former 6-time Mr. Olympia champion, Dorian Yates, talk about this. And that is the reason that you do one set is because your body knows that you will have nothing in reserve because you have to get everything out on this one set. Whereas in a 2-set regimen or a 3-set regimen where you're going till failure, your body actually knows that it has more to do and your subconscious, it will gatekeep you, whether you think, hey, I'm gonna go all out on this one, I'm doing it all, right? It's not the case. As a matter of fact, Dorian Yates, even after he met Mike Mentzer, who trained him to do one set, he did 2 sets for quite a while. He actually wrote his book, Blood and Guts, and he talks about 2 sets in there for his workouts. But the reason why he eventually went to one set and why he, toward the end of his career, and why he trains people today in one set is for this reason. So you may think, hey, I'm doing it all, going for my one, and then the next set for the same workout, I'm gonna give it my all as well. It just ain't the case, boys. Sorry to tell you. You have probably 1 or 2 reps in reserve on that first set in a 2-set workout that you didn't know you had, or that you are literally gatekept from doing, okay? Now, I tried this, all right? It basically happened to me because I decided to incorporate one leg day doing a 2-set method. So instead of just doing my normal 1 set, I did it for a week, okay? So on the bicep curl, which is in my leg day, as well as triceps, because there's too many upper body movements to put into the one day, what I did was I use a straight bar for the bicep curl, which, just caveat here, use a straight bar, guys. Do not use an easy curl bar, all right? It's called an easy curl for a reason. The reason why it's called an easy curl is because it doesn't activate your bicep as much, because you've turned your wrist, so now it activates your brachialis in your forearm. So you are basically doing now a compound movement, and because you've supinated your wrist. So if you can figure out a way to avoid your wrist pain or whatever, like do a quick, bring some boxing wraps or something and do something real quick and just get that a straight bar instead, you'll thank me later. But but at the same time, I understand why people do it as well if it's pain's really bad. But anyhow, so this is on my 2-set workout. I did 8 for 8 reps at 80 pounds, and then you wait about 3 minutes to let your ATP and your cells restore. And then what you do is you do your other set, and I got 6, okay? So then I do my upper day the next week, and then I go back to my one set till failure. So I actually busted out 10 reps, where normally if it was just on a first set, I'd be able to do only 9. It's typically, that's the scale that it goes up, right? To be quite honest with you, I think that maybe doing another set, I mean, maybe there was some strength here increase because of it, but at the same time, here's what you are not getting, okay? If you're doing these 2-set workouts, you are not getting most of the recovery you actually need, whereas I am. So in my workout, I do it once a week. So in that 2-week period, I had so much recovery time that I'm like ready to go gung-ho at this thing. So, hey, maybe it was that, but really what I do think it is that knowing that you only have one set, and I put that loud music on, I give it my all, I am like thinking, if I don't do this thing, like I don't save X person and all that like mental gymnastics that you basically have to do when you work out once a week for 45 minutes in doing super hard sets. But so yeah, I mean, I'm gonna trust this kind of aspect on why someone who had done two sets for basically a long time at an extremely high level, who now and at the end of his career had gone away from that. Okay. So yeah, I just knew that, hey, I don't have one to do after this, so you better give it your all, and you will have some sets in reserve, right? So all right, that's that one. The other thing that's cool is just that recovery time, guys. Like you just cannot beat a week recovery, you know, and you just feel so ready to kill your workout, and when it's only 45 minutes a week. I mean, I would trade that and doing 2 sets and having 45 minutes any day of the week, because what eventually happens is when you do more sets till failure, you're getting basically diminishing returns on things. So you're not able to have the same muscle gain for the same amount of failure over and over. It cuts in half. So you do gain some, but if you don't rest, you will not see the same gains that you think you're getting by doing another set. So like I may have incorporated that and like got some good benefit out of it, but guys, I was in the gym for that one workout, I mean, an hour and 20 minutes, or no, it was like an hour 25, almost 30. And meanwhile, I normally do it in 45. So you're adding basically twice the amount of time. And that's if you're fast, which I am. Most of my workouts are really under 45 minutes, to be quite honest. But what I'm basically saying is, this is most people don't incorporate enough rest, and I value the time. I want to get in and out of there. And by the way, the results, they're going to be like negligible. I ain't training to be some world Olympian, but the fact that, or world Mr. Olympia, but the fact that a 6-time Mr. Olympia trains with 1 set, it's all the proof I need, you know? So and then he's even training other people like that. So the other cool thing too that you're going to notice from this, and I am super excited in the coming months, because I'm like 5 weeks out from a like 12% body fat, full-blown 6-pack, and probably like 8 or 9 weeks out from having like even less body fat, like 8%, and maybe even attaining an 8-pack. We'll see. But I'll be posting all that and showing it off, how this thing, how such a ridiculously easy training schedule can be, and you can actually get really shredded. And then here's the craziest part though. I have been in a deficit this whole dang time, and I'm still going up in reps and weight every single set, every single workout. And the craziest part about it is I'm in a 600 calorie deficit. Okay. So I'm not getting weaker. I'm obviously getting stronger. You have to, in order to gain strength, you have to have more muscle. You obviously can't get weaker and build muscle. Like, it doesn't work that way. It's like 1-to-1. They both go up. So my muscles are being more defined. They're growing now, albeit at a smaller, much smaller rate, because of the deficit. You know, the muscle has to come from somewhere, right? But the fact that I've incorporated walking too, has been a lot of like the fat loss type stuff. So, but anyway, I'm really excited in the coming weeks to be not in a deficit calorically, but to be at a maintenance. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I know what kind of beast this workout style and method is, and just I could just rant forever on all the time and like how cool it is to like have a nice physique and like you barely even go. Like, people don't even believe me, man. Like, I don't even tell people anymore. Sometimes they just don't believe me, and I'll give you stories about that. As a matter of fact, I think I'm gonna make a video about how, like, you're not gonna have to lie to people, but you're gonna be like, nah, you don't really want to know. No, really, you don't want to know, and then you wouldn't believe it. Stuff like that, you know, because they actually won't. They'll tell you it won't work, or it doesn't happen like that, and da da da. Hilarious. So cannot wait to be in a steady caloric, maintenance level. you know, plus the walking, I'm already going to be fat burning still, just gaining muscle in a maintenance phase. I mean, it's going to be insane. I don't even know like what it's going to be like, but I'm probably going to bust out some numbers here. I can only assume how insane it's going to be. But I am super excited because I've tackled all this stuff where it's like, you know, like ups and downs of training like this and how to like manage certain things. But I'm telling you guys, there is nothing I am more excited about than training this thing, being a low body fat and being at this maintenance level. I think I am going to have a phenomenal physique. I mean, it's almost like one day a week, it's like, geez, did I even earn it? Well, I don't know. We're going to find out. I guess if I start telling people what I actually did, you know, doing the 45 minutes a week in the gym, they're gonna say I didn't earn it. So we'll see. But you know, I've already had all the criticism. My boss and like my coworker, they said none of this would work. So I love them both dearly. They're great. But yeah, no, they were not as supportive in the beginning, but they definitely have gotten a little quiet recently. So all right, guys. Well, this thing's gonna go crazy, so hope that helped.